Hi, I'm Froggy Lumpy.
Hi, Froggy Lumpy. Your voice sounds not so good. Maybe I should take this episode. Hi, I'm Phenix Animator, and this is Sky Factory 2, episode 23, and we've got some stuff to do. Since your voice isn't doing so good, we're not going to do applied energistics today. Exactly. We're going to do something that will help us out. So what we're going to end up doing with applied energistics is we're going to end up setting it up so that the big reactor is going to push power to a Tesseract, and the Tesseract is going to power an Ender Quarry. And then that will turn the Nether Fortress into dirt, which is one of our quests. Yay! But we don't have any of that stuff yet. So let's make those! We need a Tesseract. We also need an Ender Quarry. Both of those are very extensive and long to make, but I've shortened the recipes for this episode. So the first thing that we're going to make is we're going to make the Tesseract. In here is some fused quartz, some Enderium, and a diamond. Enderium is made from Enderium Blend, which is made from pulverized tin, pulverized shiny metal, and a bucket of resonant ender. And just as a reminder, that is 4 ender pearls in a magma crucible and then put into a fluid transposer to put in a bucket. So that makes the Tesseract Frame. We then take that Tesseract Frame, we're going to place that in the fluid transposer and 4 ender pearls into the magma crucible, and that will cook up. And that will give you a Tesseract Frame full, which we have one here. We also have 4 bronze and 4 silver, and a little plus sign and the bronze in the corners to make the Tesseract. And that one will cook up and finish. And while we let that finish, we'll go and set this guy up for the nether. Boop. Okay. So let's place this on top. Okay. We'll place it on top. So we'll put it up here. Look at that. Alright. This is the interface for the Tesseract. We're going to give this channel 2. That's what we're going to call it. Or that's the channel we're going to give it. Because channel 1, actually, you know what? Let's make channel 1. And that we're going to call that power. And you just click the little plus sign there, and that adds that. So now anytime we click on this, on power, it will always be channel 1. Channel 2 will be power and receive item, and we'll add that one. Okay, so now we've added 2 different channels, and you can switch between the channels, channel 1 power or channel 2 power and receive item, and then whenever you want it to just be set, you go ahead and say set frequency. And now look, it's turned all nice and green, endery green. Now we need to configure it to actually do that. So power and receive, I don't think this actually matters, switching between the two, but for now we're just going to leave we're going to leave this Tesseract set up this way, just for ease. So it is, as far as items, it's going to receive. As far as fluids, we want that as blocked. We don't want to get any fluids. We don't need fluids. And then as far as energy, we want to send only. There we go. So it is all set up. Oh, look at that starry field. Did you see that? That's cool. It looks like a big empty block. Alright, so now that that's all done, we'll set up the other Tesseract when we go to the nether and do our Ender Quarry. We need to make the Ender Quarry. So, in here is Endothermic Pumps, which is Ender-infused obsidian, and to make those is an Ender Pearl and 4 pieces of obsidian, a diamond, lava bucket, water bucket, Eye of Ender, which, if you didn't know, is blaze powder and Ender Pearl, and a iron pickaxe. So we need 2 of these. So let's put these guys in here. That's going to give us 2 of those. And then in here, this is magical wood. To get magical wood takes 4 enchanted books, which it takes forever to get. And that gives you 1 if you use a level 1. If you use higher levels, then you get more out of it, but it's generally easier. Well, I shouldn't say easier. It's generally more efficient, supposedly, to use the low 1 levels. So it's probably easier to use higher levels. Anyways, so that makes 4 books, 4 gold, and a bookcase makes the magical wood. You need 8 of those, and you need 8 more infused obsidian and 2 eyes of enders to get 2 cores. In here we have 4 diamonds, another ender infused obsidian, some burnt quartz, which is just sticking quartz blocks into a smeltery, into any kind of furnace or anything, not a smeltery. And then in here, 2 more infused obsidian. We need our 2 blocks, our diamond, and our 2 pumps, plus the diamond pick, and a sapling to make an Ender Quarry. Yay! Ender Quarry! Woo! Let's go ahead and finish up this Tesseract real quick. Stick it in here and make another Tesseract. Perfect. Now, you have 2 things that you can do with an Ender Quarry. You can either make fences, and for the nether fortress that we have, that would take like over 100 and something fences, so that's not a good option. The other option you can do is make one of these guys, a QED, and the Ender Flux crystal to stick right next to it. You have to have both because the Ender Flux crystal powers the QED. You place in your 2 Ender infused obsidian times 3 and put in 3 Ender pearls, and it makes this funky weird noise and starts to work. And that is going to make an Ender marker, which you can then place to mark out your spots for your Ender Quarry. It's going to make it really nice. Yep. So we're going to let that go ahead and cook up as well. I didn't want to put it in there like I had all the other stuff because it would start going and I didn't know when it would go. But we're not using it right now anyways. We'll use it in an episode or 2.
So we're ready to go to the nether.
We are ready to go to the nether. Yep. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. Let's get away from that thing because that is noisy. There we go. We have our Ender Quarry. We've got our 2 Tesseracts. The Tesseract is all set up and ready to go. I think that's going to be it for this episode.
I've got enemy stuff in my chest.
Ooh, cool. You got enemy stuff in your bag. That's wonderful. I would check this off, this Ender Quarry, but we haven't used the Ender Quarry yet, so can't check off the craft and use. Nope. That's going to be it for this episode.
Thanks for watching. I'm Froggy Lumpy.
And I'm Phenix Animator. Have a great day, and see you all later. Bye.